So today I'm going to show you how to make high ticket dropshipping sales over $1,000 profit on each sale by following these 5 steps. So let's just get right into it. So you can see some social proof right here, some high ticket sales. These are just, I don't know, I just screenshot some orders that I had, $6,000 orders. I have over 2,000 orders on my main store, over $6 million in sales with all these stores combined. So with that being said, how does high ticket dropshipping differ from traditional dropshipping? So you probably already seen I have this YouTube tab popped up on my right hand side of the screen. And whenever you type in dropshipping onto YouTube, you're going to see videos very similar to this. And by all means, no hate to anybody that makes these videos. I don't know if they don't know what high ticket dropshipping is. They're unaware of the business model and how it works and how it's a much better way to see success as a beginner and even as an expert than traditional dropshipping. But all these guys, they're talking about traditional dropshipping, every single one of them, unless they're specifically saying high ticket dropshipping in the title. Then they could be talking about a little bit different. But every single one of these videos, I've watched so many of them when I was like just starting out. They're talking about traditional dropshipping, and that's not what you want. You don't want to use you don't want to follow down that path, sell low ticket products using AliExpress, using Facebook or TikTok ads. No, absolutely not. So what is traditional dropshipping? And let me classify it for you. This is what 99% of YouTubers are talking about right now, as you can see on the right hand side of my screen. They're talking about AliExpress, seeded dropshipping. They're using AutoDS, SPocket, ZenDrop. Guys, these are not suppliers. Absolutely, they're not suppliers. They're what is called aggregators, which just means they are a middleman between the actual manufacturer or the supplier and you. So how the customer journey will come is like they will buy from you, which is you are the middleman between you and the supplier, but then you buy from the aggregator, which is the middleman between you and the actual supplier, and then the actual supplier, they could have got it for someone else. So there's all this chain of command that's unnecessary instead of you being the retailer, just like Best Buy is a retailer, just like how Home Depot is a retailer. They buy directly from the source. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So now you know that these are traditional dropshippers, what you see on the right hand side. They're making a profit on you, but not directly going with the source. And with traditional dropshipping, you're using TikTok or Facebook ads, which is very, very hard to work. Not saying it's impossible, but when you're selling $30 products, it's very hard to be profitable on cold traffic. Your website must be perfect. Your ads must be perfect. Your backend must be perfect in order for that to convert. Meaning people have absolute zero intent of buying from you. That's what cold traffic means. And you're trying to get them to impulse buy from your store. This means it is extremely, extremely hard for beginners. And I don't even know if I can even make traditional dropshipping work after being in e-com for 4 years. Like, I just don't want to make like ads trying to get people to impulse buy. I'd rather just target people that already want my product and just, here's my offer. If you want to buy it, good, because you already searched for the product. If not, then maybe you can come another time, right? So what high ticket dropshipping is, with traditional dropshipping, you also have long shipping times, which equals angry customers, and you make $10 to $20 profit on each sale if you're even profitable with the ad spend. With high ticket dropshipping, this is what I specialize in, and this is what I do. Less than 1% of what e-com YouTube is talking about right now. We use real USA suppliers. So, for example, if we want to sell a greenhouse, for example, I search up buy greenhouse online. We want to sell these higher ticket products because selling one of these, you're going to make way over 5 figures on one single sale, and that's way more attainable as a beginner than selling a $30 product. It takes the same amount of effort to sell a high ticket product versus a low ticket product. Now, you don't have to go this extreme. Like, you're not going to make daily sales, daily $35,000 sales. I would start anywhere in terms of product price about $1,000 to $3,000. That's like a sweet spot. But these are like real suppliers. For example, Jensen's is a supplier that manufactures this greenhouse. So just type in Jensen's greenhouse, and this is the supplier's website. See, they've been manufacturing greenhouses since 1946, and this is literally a supplier. And you can call their number. This looks like it's like a not a US number, but that's completely fine. They could be based in another country. Seems to probably be based in Germany, Belgium, I think. But you can find their dealers, which are what this store is. They're a dealer for this supplier. So with high ticket dropshipping, we want to use Google ads because when someone searches buy greenhouse or greenhouse online, they're already looking to buy a greenhouse. You don't have to convince someone to buy your greenhouse. That's why we love Google ads, because it's high intent traffic. You get to target people that are already looking to buy your product. Right? It's way simpler and it's way more achievable to see results with e-commerce when you use Google ads instead of Facebook and TikTok. Because one, you don't have to actually make a single video if you don't want to. All you do is, these are shopping ads. They are just based on the picture of the product that you're selling. And then with shopping ads, you get to, you don't target what keywords you want to show up for, but there is a way I do marketing for high ticket products to funnel certain keywords to show up in your campaigns. For example, someone searches Jensen's greenhouse. I want my ad to show up because that's the specific type of greenhouse I sell. That's very high buying intent. And I can rank for that and get people to click on that, because someone looking for Jensen's greenhouse, which I do sell, then it's not rocket science to sell to that customer versus someone that's just doom scrolling on Facebook or TikTok, right? So with high ticket dropshipping, you have fast shipping times, which equals happy customers, and you have higher profits for sale, which allows you to reinvest back into business, allowing you to actually have profits with your business. So it's hard to be in negative profit if you spend conservatively. That's really the name of the game with high ticket dropshipping. So now I'm going to show you the 5 steps to start making high ticket sales with high ticket dropshipping. The first step is going to be business setup. Now, we recently partnered with Doula, which is a corporation company. They have been vetted. We've done our research, and they're a good company to help you get started with a US LLC. So you can go to doula.com/peakflow. This is our community offer where you can set up your LLC directly through Doula, and you can book free consultation calls with them to answer any questions that you have about setting up your LLC. So you can go to doula.com/peakflow, and you can set up your LLC that way. If you do it through Doula, you don't have to go through all this Buffalo registered agents, which also works. You can use Buffalo registered agents if you want, but honestly, I would recommend just Doula because of the fact that if you're in the US or if you're outside the US, you can use Doula. They'll set up your LLC for you for relatively the same cost, and you can even use this discount code to get 10% off. No, we are affiliate for them, so if you do use the discount code, we do get a small kickback. In terms of research certificate, it's very simple. Go to Doula. Again, there's a huge plug. I'm not trying to just plug Doula, but we generally use them. Our clients use them for setting up LLC, and they help you get your research certificate. If you want to do it all manually, whatever state that you incorporate your LLC in, just type in, for example, Florida research certificate, and then there should be a TaxStar article on how to get that. If you're more techie, then you could do this all yourself if you want to. Banking and credit cards. Now for bank, I recommend Wise Bank. If you're outside the US, if you are in the US, then get an actual bank account like Chase, Bank of America, or any local branch. Now I know Chase and Bank of America, they have like minimum thresholds you need to have in your account, otherwise they charge you fees. In that case, if you can't meet that consistently, then yeah, you can use something like Wise or even Noble Bank. And I used Noble Bank before. So Noble Bank, I've used this before, and I use Wise. Those both work just fine. In terms of credit cards, you don't need credit cards when you begin, and you can't really get credit cards if you're outside the US. So if you're in the US, get the Cap One Business Spark. It's a very great card. I've been using it for since 2021 or 2022 actually. So over 3 years now. It's my 2% card. It catches every expense. I get 2% back. If you want a card for ad spend on top of it, get the Amex Business Gold or Chase Inc. Preferred is the one that you get 3x points on advertising spend. So after you have your LLC set up and your business set up, it's time to research your niche selection or do your niche selection. Good thing for you, I have so many videos on how to do niche selection live. So probably the video right before this, just go to my channel. You can find, just type in Trevor Zheng niche selection, so many videos on how to do niche selection. But the criteria is not seasonal. You want to pick 3 product types if you can, and any niche can work if you stick to it long enough. Okay, now after you have your niche picked out, it's time to set up your website. Now, go to Shopify theme store, and you can pick out any, honestly, you can pick out any theme you want, but there are certain themes and features I recommend. I recommend Empire or the Warehouse theme because these are verified themes for high ticket dropshipping, where they have a search bar, nice filters, and all the features you want for a high-ticket dropshipping store. But if you want a free theme, these aren't really great. I would recommend investing into a paid and professional theme, because your website is very important in terms of generating high-ticket sales. So, I would get Empire, and then I would model after Recovery for Athletes. And I actually put in the notes right here. Even Nintendo is using this Empire theme. This is in the New Zealand, I think, or South Africa. South Africa version of Nintendo is using Empire theme to host everything. So, if a big company like Nintendo is using Empire, you are fine using Empire as well. So use Canva for the logo. Canva is a free tool to help you make the logo. Very self-explanatory. Here's the apps I recommend and I have on my store. You can pause and install these apps. Now, step number 4 is going to be closing suppliers. So remember how we talked about the greenhouses? Well, closing suppliers is honestly pretty straightforward. Just pause the video. This is the call script that I generally use. It says like, hello, good morning. My name is Trevor. I'm calling from XYZ company. We're interested in becoming a dealer for the company, for example, Jensen Greenhouses. Would you know who's the best person to speak with? You want to speak to the decision maker as soon as possible. They often will redirect you, take down both of their names and use this as ammo. Can you tell me how you can go about applying to become a dealer? Get some details and then go to the next section. So pause this if you need information about how to close suppliers. This is my exact scripts. You can copy paste this for yourself. I'll also even link this in the description of this video, so that way you can use this for closing $1 million suppliers. So step number 5, launching ads. So after you have your suppliers, it's time to launch ads. This is the final step. Besides that, it's just obviously hiring and scaling your ads forward. But launching ads, we want to use Google Shopping ads. I just made another Google Shopping ads updated video for 2025, so check that out. Like I already gave you all the resources that you need. It's just you need to put all the pieces together and just go and start this business. Google Shopping ads. So you want to use 3 campaigns per brand, and then you want to set up the back end. So these are kind of annoying to set up, but like you set it up once for each store. So you need Google Search Console, Process, Merchant Center, install the apps, use email marketing with Klaviyo, and then you want to use a live chat. In terms of live chat apps I recommend Tidio, Chatra. Those are 2 live chat apps that you can use. Or Talk, TAWK.to. That is a free live chat app that you can use. And then you want to optimize your ads for profitability. You want the ad spend to be as even as possible across all the brands, see what works, and adjust the ad spend based on the performance. And then you want aim for 10x return on ad spend for high ticket dropshipping. For example, if you spend $1,000, you should aim for $10,000 in revenue back. And that should get you around 15 to 20% margins net after all expenses if you do that correctly. That should be the benchmark, and you can be higher or lower depending on your margins. So again, those are the 5 key steps for high ticket dropshipping, how to make your first $1,000 or $1,000 profits per sale. Check out some of the resources linked in the description to help you get started with high ticket dropshipping. There's a link also to apply for coaching if you're very serious and want my team and myself to help you go as fast as possible and get your store up to 10K a month profit in less than 6 months guaranteed. If you have any questions, drop in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer each one of them. And until next time.